Shanacee, and welcome to my channel where I dare you to live, be, and do. This video is one that I have been really excited, anxious, ready to do because it's really near and dear and personal to me. It's about girl, let them help you, which really is a video for the person who may have trust issues, who may have control issues, who may have issues with just getting help. And if we're honest, a lot of us have that problem. And I definitely had that problem really, really bad. And in this year, God has really been helping me to overcome that, to get out of that. And it has really changed my world. Let me tell you that. So I'm excited because I want to be sharing with you guys 4 keys to help you get out of that mindset and into a new mindset of connectivity, collaboration, community, and trust. And it's really going to help you guys too. So please do not fast forward through this video. This is a video you want to watch from beginning to end. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe if you have not yet. Hit that sub button, hit that little notification bell because you want to get notifications on when I post new videos, because this is a community. We're growing, and there's so much good stuff on here that I know is going to help you because it helps me. So without further ado, let's get into the first key. So the first key is that, first of all, there is no such thing as self-made. We live in a world, in a country where there's this idea of entrepreneurial growth, self-made mindset, as if people just arrive at a certain destination on their own. And if you are a believer, if you are someone who believes in God, that is literally the opposite of what we are taught. Like, self-made is, to me, an illusion. It's a pressure that is unnecessary because there's a community of people here to help you. You do not have to do it all by yourself. Even if the families that you've come from, the friendships that you have make you feel like you do, make you feel like you can't trust anybody, or you can't, confide in anyone, or no one can get it done like you, girl, you're going to have to let that go and get some help. There's no such thing as self-made. And when you try to do it by yourself, what happens? You feel heavy, right? You feel burdened. You feel overwhelmed, and you're not your best self. As creative people, as people who have been created to create, which that's everybody, God has us in a community for a reason. He places people around us, all of these billions of people in this world around us, so that we can work together. Whenever we think about ourselves and are doing things all by ourselves, for ourselves, we're missing out on an amazing opportunity of growth, collaboration, and connectivity. Now look, I get it. Trust is a big thing. Do you guys know how many times people have backstabbed me, stole my ideas? I had somebody literally be my friend for like a year. I thought we were cool, and she literally stole my job. So I've had situations where it blew my mind that I could be so loving and so kind and so open and so vulnerable to somebody else, and the whole time they were plotting on me. The whole time. I've had that happen with really close friends, family members, you name it. I've had people literally copycat me. I finally felt comfortable sharing my goals and my dreams, and I realized they was really just picking my brain to see what they can steal and copy and paste out of my style. But the thing is, you can't get caught up in that, because if it's never their purpose, if it's not theirs, they're going to fall off with it. They're never going to get the reward that they're seeking. They're never going to have the consistency in it. And at the end of the day, it was never for them. So you cannot get caught up in being afraid to trust other people and to move forward in connection and community and being vulnerable, because you have to let go and allow that vulnerability to lead you where you need to be, in the hands of trustworthy people that God has sent to you. So look, open up your mind, let go of the past, and look, just know that you cannot do this yourself. Self-made is not real, okay? My second key is that you are created to make connections with other people, okay? And just hear me out, okay? I was doing a devotional on the Bible app. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but it was Bezalel and the Creative Spirit of God. And it was basically about how to be more creative in God and learning about people in the Bible who were creatives, right? And so let me read you a little piece of it. Not only do we not create alone, but in a way, even God created in community. When we tell the story of Genesis, we tend to only picture God the Father speaking the world into existence. Sometimes we forget that the Spirit was there, hovering over the water, and that Jesus was present and engaged in creation. Nobody creates in isolation. All creation happens in community. You and I need each other to do the work God created us to do. Embrace the community around you as you work to do your most exceptional work for the glory of God and the good of others, okay? Like, I love that because what it shows you is that even God created in a community, and it also shows you that you were created to be a part of a community. I'm reading this book called The Best Yes. She was talking about her like list of all the things she wants to accomplish. And she said that she looked at her list, and at the end of her list, she decided to write to bless whom at the end of each thing. So for example, she said, I want to write a book. Then she put ... to bless whom. I want to, go on a missionary trip, ... to bless whom. So for you, I want to start a subscription-based business, ... to bless whom. The dreams that you have are not just for you. They're to bless other people. And in order to bless other people, you have to allow yourself to be open to other people. Don't just think about yourself arriving at this place of purpose and thinking that you're just going to get there by yourself without needing anybody, without trusting anybody, without relinquishing some type of control to other people. Look, God got you, girl. Just trust it, okay? My third key is divine relationships. Divine relationships. I already talked about this on my Instagram. I did a micro blog on there, so check that out. But I did this micro blog because I was given divine relationships from my pastors to kind of learn about it and teach about it for our youth church, right? Didn't really understand what that was, but through my studying and learning of it, it blew my mind because that's literally what this entire summer was for me. It was me coming into divine relationships. For the past year, like 2019, it was like I have been trying to get to a certain point. I kept hitting a wall. I felt like I couldn't get past this certain point. Like, I would try my best. I couldn't build consistency. I couldn't figure out what the problem was. I would pray about it. I talked to my pastors about it, talked to my husband about it, but it just was something missing. And this summer, one of my really good friends, she recommended her therapist to me. And I started therapy for the first time. And I did it virtual, and it has been amazing. I did it for the whole summer. And what it did for me was bring clarity to my life in areas that I could never, see on my own. And so back to the divine relationships, learning about that. So basically, a divine relationship is a relationship that has been set up by God, like even before you were born. If you look at the Bible, there's so many divine relationships in there. But God creates people, puts them in your life, and puts you in their life for them to bless you and you to bless them. And sometimes it goes both ways. Sometimes it goes one way. Sometimes the relationships are a lifetime. Sometimes they're a minute. I think about moments where I have run into a stranger on the bus at school and they spoke to me and changed my life. And then I was talking to you guys about my therapist. Connecting with her really felt divine. I remember so many occasions I would leave the therapy session and just be in my office feeling the presence of God because it felt so divine. I felt the weights lifted off of me, having somebody to look at my life and be like, look, all you got to do is this. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about moving this around? And so that was divine for me. But if I was afraid or hesitant about allowing somebody into my life, into my space, and get intimate into my life, then I would still be stuck. And I laugh because I think about my gynecologist. I've had terrible doctors for the past 10 years. And one of my prayers was, God, please help me to find a better doctor. I found the perfect doctor this summer. And just having someone to care for me and really give me that one-on-one attention changed so much. It lifted a weight off of me. I think about, having an accountant, someone who can manage my money and do what I just don't have the mental capacity to think about. It frees you up. You need help from other people. Trying to be an expert in every area of your life, trying to bootstrap stuff and be like, all right, I'm going to watch a few YouTube videos. I'm going to learn how to do this. I'm going to be a graphic designer. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to run this all by myself. you're doing yourself a disservice, because now you're never able to actually thrive at what you're good at, because you're trying to wear all these hats. And I understand like getting it how you live, getting out the mud in the beginning, but continually doing that is doing yourself a disservice. Pay people to help you. Pray to God and ask Him to show you those divine relationships. I recently got on Facebook and like I joined these different groups of women, and I found a really great group called Boss Fluence, and it's really helped me. I've met so many great women in that group, and they have really supported me and helped me in ways that my like community and my family can't, because they're just not in this world. They're just not, they don't understand what I'm trying to do. And having like-minded women, they don't owe me nothing. I'm not expecting a whole lot from them, but just having people to show up, support me, and me support them, that's amazing. That's amazing. If you don't have that, start looking for it. Start asking God to bring it into your life. Like, this has been a year of so many divine relationships. Don't be afraid of new. You can set the boundary of how much you want people to come into your world. That's fine to have boundaries. Use wisdom, duh. But at the same time, don't let your past cripple you from allowing newness, allowing help, allowing divine relationships to come into your life. Like, don't stop. It's time to get it. It's time to do it, okay? My fourth key is to know that the risk is so worth the reward, okay? I get it. We talked about it in the first key. It can be scary to open yourself up and trust other people with that sacred dream, that goal, that plan, that purpose that God has given to you. But on the flip side, doing things on your own can be lonely. It can be overwhelming. It can be frustrating. It can be weighty, you guys. Purpose is heavy when you do it by yourself. Every movie that you watch, in most cases, there's a protagonist, a main character, right? And there's a group of people that he or she meets along the way that helps them get to their purpose. All my good movies that I like, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. Yes, I'm a nerd. But all of those people are on a journey trying to get to their purpose. And along the way, they meet unlikely people, people outside of their family, outside of their worlds that they connect to, that all add up to their purpose. And not just the one main person evolves and changes, but everybody who helps and assists with that purpose becomes who they want to be by the end of the movie. And I feel like our lives are very similar. The risk is scary, right? Yeah, you don't know who to trust and, you know what's safe. But that's what we got God for. That's what we got prayer for. That's what we have our instincts, the Holy Spirit, our discernment for, is to be aware, right? But we cannot be shackled. We cannot be hesitant. We cannot be cheap and not want to pay or get the help that we need, okay? Free yourself up. Allow yourself to be open to the help that God has for you. Ask God to show it to you. Be mindful. I recently just joined an amazing group. I told you guys on Facebook, and it has really helped me. All of these things, my therapist, the new Facebook group I'm in, the new friendships I've come into in this summer, people that I've let in closer than I usually would, they have helped lift so much weight off of my life, you guys. And I do not regret it one bit. Do I have boundaries for everyone? Yes. Do I know what sides of me I want to share and how intimate I want to be with certain people? Yes, I do. That's the way I protect myself. I've used wisdom to grow, but I'm not allowing past situations to keep me from being great, to keep me from coming into purpose. So look, there is so much more for you guys. Stop looking at each other as competition. Stop looking at each other as a customer or somebody who can help you. Look at what you can do for others, you guys. The more you give out, the more that you get. Stop closing your fist up and looking for what you can hold on to and keep. Allow yourself to let go and to give out, and it will come back to you. And if you feel like, you keep getting the short end of the stick, keep giving, because it's going to work out for you. Never stop, okay? Never stop doing the right thing. Never stop being optimistic, and don't let anybody around you or anyone that comes into your world stop you from continuing to persist and be the amazing person that you are. So look, what is this video all about? It's about, girl, let them help you. Let them help you. Look for the help, look for the community, and start being active in it, guys. I know it's going to change you. I know it's going to help you. So look, if this video inspired you, if it made you motivated, comment, give me a comment. Let me know how you feel and what it's done for you. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Support me as I support and love on you guys. Hit that notification bell to know when I post new videos. Catch me on Instagram. How about that? Let me quit playing. But seriously, follow me on Instagram, you guys. I'm on there daily, giving inspiration, love, and tips. And I just love to see you guys and know that you guys are with me on there building community. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video.